So we understand what is the segmentation. Segmentation is the process of identifying various needs of a customer and grouping as per customers as per their need and preference. Now moving to the targeting. Once it is decided when the opportunity or potential market segment are targeting start. See, now the company have a mini segments. Now company need to decide, as company cannot have satisfied all the need or want of the customer, so they need to decide which particular segment they are going to satisfy need and want, and that is the targeting. Once the segmentation done, targeting start, and targeting is the process of deciding which segments needs company can satisfy. Target market. Targeting is the process, and target market. Target market is a group of a people segment who are the most likely to respond favorable to the what marketer or the advertiser has to offer. A principal concept in target marketing is that those who are targeted show a strong affinity or a brand loyalty to the particular brand, because ultimately the marketer is there to satisfy the customer need but the profitability. So selecting a proper segment who responds favorably is very important. Now on there are the five criteria on the basis of which selection of segment, effective segment, is essential, because if the segment is not effective, then it will hamper the profitability of the company. So the segments should be measurable, the segments should be accessible, the segments should be sustainable, the segments should be differentiable, and segments should be actionable. Now let's discuss the meaning. Measurable, it should be reasonable possible to measure and estimate the number of a person or a customer in the segment. For example, person suffering from diabetes in an area can be estimated. But to measure the number of people accepting bride in an office or a person with the dominant mental disorderness in the society will be very difficult. It's not possible. So the select a segment which is a measurable number of a people can be defined. Sustainability is also very important. It's defined as the people in the segment should be large enough in number to be worthwhile. For example, right-handed men might be large enough, but left-handed men who wear dhoti and speak Telugu might be too small, and the group has to be large enough to generate sufficient sale volume at a low enough cost to result in the profitability. Differentiability, the people in the segment should have a distinctly different value preference. For example, people in age group of 60 to 61 and people in age group of 61 to 62 may not be different in their value preference due to the age. However, people in below 40 age and the people above 60 will definitely have a different value proposition due to the age. So you should able to distinguish your segment very clearly. Accessibility. The people in the segment should be accessible, means approachable. They should not be so far away that you cannot or you don't able to identify. For example, people suffering from schizophrenia or with a mental disorderness are difficult to approach or assess, as it is difficult to identify where they live. They are very scattered. So whatever segment you are selecting, it should be approachable. Stability is again a very important for the selecting a segment. It means segment should be stable for reasonable period of a time for designing and implementing marketing strategy. Suppose I selected a segment and I designed the product and the taste and preference change. So it's very important to focus stability. It should be for the long duration so that you get the time to design and implement the marketing strategy for the earning the profits. Segment selection can be on a single. See here the y-axis is representing P1, P2, P3, P1, P2, P3. P1 is product 1, P2 is product 2, and P3 is the product 3. On this axis, it is represented M1, M2, and M3. M1 is market 1, M2 is market 2, and M3 is a market 3. So single segment in which a company just focus one market with a one single product. Nowadays, very rare because as a company focus many segments. So now let's move to next segment. Selective specialization. In this, a company focus different market with different product. Like in market one, they are its product two. In market two, they are product three, and in market three, they are product one. Product specialization. They have a different products for the same market. You will get n number of examples in this. For example, Maggie. Maggie have a noodles. They have a soup. They have a soup. So this is the example of the product specialization. Now market specialization. Different market with the same product. For example, any automobile company, they have the same car for the different market. They have the same product. Full market coverage. They have many products for the many of the market. For example, you can take Tata. They are in automobiles. They are in FMCG. They are in textile. They are in IT. N number of a business. So this is the full market coverage.